bum bum bee dum bum ba ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba 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 da ba ba dee 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 da 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 bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba 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 bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba ba ba. Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to Q Thunder. Here we are, queued up for RB Enduring Confrontation, and it looks like the Allies are a bit more popular than the Germans. Do you really want to leave the queue? I didn't click anything, sir. That's most interesting. So it may be a bit before we find a match. We'll have to see. I wonder why the Allies are so popular. Could it be because of the P-51? Who's to say? I think it's, yeah, the P-51 something or other. NA. Good stuff. However, I don't have that loaded up. I'm going to try to get into my P-38K. This is a fun premium. I was going to say little premium, but it's not. It's not little. It's a rather hefty sized twin engine fighter, but surprisingly good at the turn fighting game. Has the death beams of death with its 4 12.7 M2 Browning machine guns mounted in the nose, as you can see right in front of the pilot. That's a great spot to concentrate fire, as well as a 20mm, basically a Hispano, which can actually be decent, especially it seems at closer ranges. So we'll just have to see what we can accomplish here. Looks like we are in a match. So we'll try and launch in the P-38 and get plenty of altitude and then just see what comes our way. P-38 does better being a P-class airplane protector. That would be a protector of long-range bombers. So they're designed in general to stick with those high-altitude bombers and follow them into the combat zone. Oh my goodness, I'm quite sleepy today. I had kind of a rough night. Besides the fact that it was hard. No, not besides. Beside the fact that it was hard for me to get to sleep. What is that line there? Interesting bulges I see in the line. You know what? Maybe we should fly out in an attacker first. Since we can spawn in the AD-4, why not try and do some ground strike with the Hydras? That should be fun. Look at this beautiful airplane. And we're on, what is this, Zhengzhou? Civil War at China. Enduring Confrontation. Okay, and what's more appropriate for the Chinese Civil War than late World War II American aircraft, am I right? Chinese Civil War. Would this be during the... Geez, my history is really, really bad when it gets out of my immediate area, and it's pretty terrible in that realm as well. Let's go ahead and fly low. Fly low like a guaylo. My history is pretty terrible. Chinese Civil War would have been in between World War I and World War II. It would have been, I suppose, it was sort of going on, I believe, in the midst of the Japanese invasion, which would have been really the beginning of World War II for Japan. But America wouldn't get involved for a while. Yeah, the Manchurian incident. And we're just gonna kind of fly directly for the smoke trails, hoping to find some ground targets and not become one of the casualties, although that's probably what's gonna happen to us, flying low as we do. Destroy the enemy base at C5, it says. But what if I have all this extra C4? Where are we on the map? Okay. Maybe we could put a few rockets into that base. So the enemy air superiority fighters, of which Germany is famous, are probably going to be flying or approaching high altitude now. So if I scoot in here real quick, maybe all I will encounter is trees and enemy attackers. So we'll see. If there's a low-flying Focke-Wulf, well, we're just gonna be Focked. Let's see, we have 4 ANM2 cannons. Again, basically Hispanos. Engine's getting a little toasty. Our low speed performance is actually better than a lot of planes that we'll face in this battle rating. We are at a distinct disadvantage if someone decides to dive on us. Oh, there's an enemy airplane. Do they see us? Let's pull off to the side, stay around tree level. Get into this river valley here. Let's let our engine cool off for just a little bit before we decide to make their acquaintance. This airspace ain't big enough for the both of us. Oh! There's another enemy at low altitude. Popping smoke, no less. Coming right for us. He must see us. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, well, that was a short run for us. Oh, I got the credit for shooting him down. That's cool. Did that seem a bit buggy to you? Anyway, we committed pretty hard to that one on account of that was going to hurt us 30 minutes before we can respawn in that aircraft. That's a bit harsh. 40 spawn points to spawn in the P-38K. I have no response to that. Oh, it's been too long since I saw this custom camo. So we have one enemy aircraft boldly flying directly over our airfield. Must be a bomber.
Attack the A point. Yes.
What are you? You look pretty big, and you're flying pretty slow. I'm thinking bomber. Okay, so he's off to my left. Yeah, somebody's already pinged him on the map. Okay, the A point is being dominated by someone. There's also an enemy off about that direction.
Attention to the map. Attention to the designated grid square. Defend the A point.
Okay, and while we're climbing, I'll check chat real quick. Hey, Northy, good to see ya. What do I think about the helis? Okay. So, I've been playing a lot of 4 of them back there behind us. My goodness. I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder Kingmaker, as anyone who's seen my video uploads would be well aware. And the reason was I've just been really sick, and I don't have my strength back, but I want to get back into War Thunder. So the reason I'm saying that is last night I decided to play with my Cobra helicopter, the AH-1G, I think. And well, results are in. I played the RB match that you can play for helicopters, and I got 1 kill. That must be an enemy. I got 1 kill. I took out about half a dozen ground targets and survived the entire match, got 2nd place on my team, got a good score, and got exactly 555 RP. So I quit playing helicopters. It's just like Gaijin is really throttling the RP gain right now, and I also lost Silver Lions on that match, and it's just like the need to progress. I do need to spend hours upon hours playing helicopters to get good, to learn how to play helicopters, but at the same time I don't want to spend hours and hours unlocking the modules that make me good at the game, that make me competitive. And I noticed that my Cobra was even more sluggish than before a few patches. I know they've how do I put this? They've buffed prop wash. I guess I don't know what do you call it, but you lose a lot of power in turns in helicopters now when you're rotating. And you have to really babysit your collimator, which is fine, but at the same time they've made helicopters more challenging to use. They take more babysitting, and I'm just surrounded by enemies at this point, and they're all above me, and the rewards just aren't there. I would love to play helicopter. I am going to get back into helicopters. I'm going to get back into War Thunder, but right now it's just really disappointing the amount of return I'm getting for my progress. And I don't have a premium account right now, and that's a huge part of it. But even getting 1,000 RP for a decent battle, that's crap. That's garbage. It's not enough. Oh, that's a friendly yak. I'm so sorry. Why did your thing not appear? Is the enemy above me?
Heading to the base. Attack the A point. Need cover. Yes. Attack the A point. Need cover! Follow me! Somebody cover me!
Why do I feel so invincible? Because I'm a fool. A foolish... Holy moly! There's 4 of them. Oh my gosh! And it was a Japanese too. If I'd known, I thought it was a BF-109, but he stuck right to me. Oh goodness. Excuse me. I still have a bit of death in my throat. That was not a what's the word? That was a suboptimal encounter. So let's go back to, you know what? Let's take out the Focke-Wulf because we can. 5 minutes for the P-38K. Okay, so it's half an hour for the higher tier vehicles, and only 5 minutes for the lower tier vehicles. That makes sense, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So you figure you get 1, maybe 2 uses within a reasonable amount of time. I think of a play session as, my goodness, where's my entire team? I can't see my team. That's interesting. I don't like that, because you look at this blob of vehicles and you're like, okay, which is mine, and you just don't know. So that's a thing. Let's pay a little bit more attention to what's going on here. We have almost 18 minutes of fuel. Let me check the comments real quick. And by the way, I'm not going to be checking the comments to see. Northy, 50k RP from the first Russian heli. Kind of frustrated doing Mythbuster series because it takes hours and hours. Okay. You know, Northy, I love your Mythbuster series, and I think that you're not alone when it comes to being frustrated trying to do some specific thing. So my advice would be just cover the things you want to cover. Ooh, hey, there's some aircraft down by the bombing point. I'm gonna go after them. I'm not gonna go for that air domination zone. That's brutal. Oh well, it's already been taken by the enemy. So there's that as well. And so if it's like a vehicle that you don't have yet, I wouldn't even worry about it. But I am interested to see with what you come up with next. For me, I just make what I want to make. But I'm not a really serious YouTuber. I'm just somebody that likes to meet new people and especially share things that I enjoy with people that enjoy the same thing. You know what I mean? So I'm really casual. And for me, that's really what's the most fun, is to just do what I want to do. And if people happen to like it, that's awesome. But if people aren't interested in it, well, then that's okay too. And I've been picking up a lot of subscribers lately once I started posting Pathfinder videos, because Pathfinder Kingmaker just came out. And I'm not the best person to give advice on the game, but I've found myself making a lot of like looking at character class videos. And I say I'm not the best, but I'm not a complete noob either. Is someone shooting at me? I'm not a noob, but is someone shooting at me? I've been ensconced in what's it called? Dungeons and Dragons style games from my youth, and Pathfinder Kingmaker looks like a really fun one. But all that is to say that I just make videos on whatever I feel like making videos on. And I've been taking something of a break from War Thunder. At first it was just because I was really sick, and I don't like to play competitive games when I'm sick because my brain is just dead. But right now I just wanna, I don't know, I'm kinda sick of the way War Thunder works right now with how long it takes to make progress. So I think I just want to have some fun. So my goal in War Thunder right now is going to be to try out this Enduring Confrontation. And so far, I want to see more markers on the screen and more AI. It seems like there's a whole lot of nothing here. A lot of emptiness. Like, where do I go? Where is the enemy? You know, that's kind of an issue. I know they're over here in the middle, but I don't want to fight those guys that are all clustered up at high altitude. I'm looking for easier targets, but maybe that's my fault for trying to play that way. There's an enemy airfield. I guess I can spot that. Somebody's pinging the map all the way over there. Yeah, I mean, I can see those guys. I can see that there's people behind me, but I don't know if any of these are allies. Like, look at all those. They're probably mostly allies, because they all came from this base and they're heading toward our airfield. So that, I think, is a major problem with the way they're doing RB Enduring Confrontation right now, is that they don't show allies on the map. And I really feel like that's essential in this game mode, because otherwise it's just sim with RB flight models, you know, and sim is fun and all, but the main issue I had with sim is win the battle at E3. Well, that's a heck of a long way away. Let's see if we can spot this enemy base. Anybody hanging out around here? The main issue I had... Oh, there is. There is. Main issue I found with sim is that... Where'd that airplane go? He's taken off. Two of them. Am I taking AA from that base? Yeah. Okay, 2 planes taking off down there. Where are they? Where are they? I saw them earlier. Well, they'll be coming this way. Geez, the elevator authority on this plane is total garbage. Such a lazy circle. And a whole lot of just sliding around the sky. Really not a good flight model on this plane.
Attention to the map!
Where did those enemies go? Saw them around here.
Attention to the designated grid square!
I better not hang out around. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's too bad.
Somebody, cover me!
Dip below. Dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Are there no markers? Are you going for your airfield? Come on, man. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. I'm a Focke-Wulf. You can outfly me. I don't know why you would even play the game if you're not gonna... If you're gonna fly in a fighter and then not fight with people. Why is this even RB if there's no markers? I guess they're trying something new. I don't like it, but it is a thing. They're really trying their best to make Enduring Confrontation as boring as possible. It ought not to be that way. What in the... Was that flak? Yeah, that was flak. Just sparked off of me. Anyway, I'll check the chat real quick. And I did want to mention... Yeah, Live.War Thunder does not like the memes. I think the mods on Live. Can be a little bit... Somebody's firing machine gun. There are 2 enemy fighters at high altitude there. I don't want to play in a 2-on-1. Okay, where are we driving now? We're just... Oh, hey, look at that. There's a couple of people. An MU-410 called a Beriev. I think it's a Beriev.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Hausmeister Willi. I really need to get a new mouse. My laser mouse is getting a bit lazy. We'll see who these fellas are. This is the state of Enduring Confrontation right now. RBEC is just... Look at this. The glitchy... What's my ping right now? 188? Holy moly. That is the worst of pings. That is Garbo ping. That is just really, really bad. I usually have around 80 ping, and that gets annoying, but 188 with 2% packet losses is significantly worse. The bear is definitely worse. We're only at 2k altitude. We got 2 enemy fighters here. Probably enemy fighters. Let me get in close to where I can see what they are. Yeah, they look German. 109s, I think. No. A P-51, an enemy P-51. So we're playing as the Allies, and the AI has P-51s. because why? And also they're British P-51s. I saw the markings. I saw they were Brits. So I was like, oh crud. You know, I'm shooting on allies. But then they never showed up as allies, and they're actually enemies. So Gaijin, get your stuff together. Stop screwing around and giving allied planes to the Axis. Why am I shooting at a British... Oh, the funny thing is I'm in a Focke-Wulf, right? But this is a captured Focke-Wulf, right? This is the Focke-Wulf. This is a Focke-Wulf. So that is understandable. Can we shoot this guy? Apparently not. This is how rusty I am. And how bad my ping is. Okay, we got him. For America! Alright, we need to head back to base. We killed 2 AI, and now we need to RTB. So let's do that. We're flying so low we're taking small arms fire. And there's a flock of something. I have a little bit of ammunition left, so I might as well die gloriously here. I wonder how many lions I'm losing on this battle. Probably quite a bit. So that's nice. Really love to see... I hate to be negative, so I'm just going to not say anything negative. So the potential is here for enduring confrontation. Not a fan of the no markers mode, but I think I just wasn't expecting it. So I think that if I get used to it, this could be kind of fun. These look like B-25s. Again, I'd like to remind you that we're playing the allies here against the Axis, but they get the B-25s. Okay. So, PB-1Js, actually, or PBJ-1Hs. And again, those were enemies. I'd like to remind you, we are playing the Allies here. So, that's a thing. How many fuels do we have? 21 minutes, that's fine. Okay. What are we up to now on... I guess we don't know. It looked like we were turning a profit there, excuse me. So that's actually good. If I'm making Silver Lions, then I'm a happy boy. This is mid-tier. You would expect to be making a profit here, but again, Gaijin can be a bit shisty lately when it comes to what they allow us to have. So I've become a bit cautious. But I'm going to be positive here. I love to see, I absolutely adore seeing RB enduring confrontation. Gaijin is clearly trying some things out to see what works and what doesn't. And now that I've spent a little bit of time with the markers off, well, frankly, I still hate it. So we'll see how things progress. I would love to see friendly markers on the map. I want to know where my allies are without them having to ping their location manually. I do like not having enemy markers all over the place. I feel like that gives an advantage to you so that you don't just get swarmed from all sides as soon as somebody spots you. It would encourage people to have more of a one-on-one or squad-on-squad dogfight experience, and that's something that I really approve of. That looks like a heavy aircraft flying away from us, perhaps toward the enemy airfield. So that's probably an ally. But let's go sniff up his tailpipe just to make sure. You know what? Waste of time. There's a huge group over by that base engaging each other, so that's going to be a mix of friendlies and enemies. Looks like a group of 5 AI there. Could those be the PBJs that we were pestering in our Focke-Wulf? It could be. We'll put ourselves in a shallow climb just to gain about 3k altitude by the time we get there. That might be a bit ambitious. But we do want to keep our airspeed up, which is something we're accomplishing. P-38, fantastic airplane. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, and I really should have, is that I'm not checking the comments all that often. You can see me manually doing it. D-Man, good to see ya! Yeah, PBJs. Those are Axis PBJs in the middle of the Chinese Civil War. So, that is a thing. Okay, there's a huge group of aircraft down there. Prime targets, if I say so myself. Looks like they got rear gunners. Yep, those are the PBJs. Those are those Axis PBJs. Oh, and they're going down. Okay, cool. What are those? I see red. And it is a red. There's a twin Mustang. Oh, that's an ally. And behind us, someone is giving us the love. I have no idea where they are. There's a Wolf, I think. Surely someone is slotting on my tail right now.
Follow me!
Oh, sparks! You saw the sparks. Key 61. I'm losing her. Oh, we held it together, but just barely. That Key 61's coming for us. We're at low speed, we're at low altitude. He's got every advantage. We can barely maneuver. Being baited by BF-109? Or is that a Fokker Wolf? Well, that was bound to happen. That is some really nasty ping. Key 94-2 got us. Okay. Well, let's check our... Oh, we did pick up a kill there. Anime friend. I'll have to play the Japanese side. So we're barely turning a profit. That's a thing. You know what? We only got 4 minutes left on the AD4, so that's cool. Airfield 2 is selected. Is it actually selected? Yes, it is. Okay. What's our bomb time? 1.5. That should do. Let's try some ground strike. Ooh, that is a pretty airplane. That is a good looking airplane. I wish I could bring my 4.7 Grizzly in here. Grizzly is love. No wep on this this pretty bird. Let's get some flaps going here. I don't know how to take this thing off. But someone's bombing the runway.
Enemy aviators are attacking our base. We must stop them.
Okay. Here we go.
Somebody cover me!
I believe I mentioned that I'm quite rusty, so
Cover me!
if it looks like my tactics and my performance are terrible, it's because they are. And then I can also blame my ping. I'm at 187 right now, and you saw me spark like crazy on that enemy Fokker Wolf. That would have taken him down if those hits had registered, but we were dealing with some ping, and I'm not used to flying at 180 ping. Loving this map. I wonder why I have such high ping. I'm set to only be on American servers, but maybe there's an exception for the events. Maybe I'm playing on the European server or even the Asian server. It would explain why there's so many Japanese aircraft in the skies right now. All these Animu
enemies. Cover me.
I'm really missing the ability to lock onto things here.
Cover me.
Even the ground targets, are they going to be... Yep, no markers on the ground targets. Well, that's going to be a problem.
I beg your pardon.
Like, I can't see anything.
Cover me.
Yeah, this, not a huge fan of enduring confrontation with no markers. I mean, if I wanted this, I would just play Sim and I'd break out the HOTAS.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Yeah, I'll just, get some altitude here. Are you kidding me? Idiot. Sorry. It's just that my plane is so obviously a, what is it, A26? Yeah, it's so obviously an A26. This thing really stands out. They got no reason to shoot at me. That's an allied pillbox, you dipshit. I'm kind of an idiot too. He always was a doof shit. Oh, and this plane really wants to crash now. I can't see nothing. Where are those enemy pillboxes? Hey you. How's your day? Look at that, I got a yellowed wing and this thing can barely maneuver. Oof. .mp3. I think I'm gonna not play on the allied team. American teams are American teaming right now. Could you please maneuver, airplane? Your wing is yellow, not red. One yellow wing and the thing just forgets how to fly. Where is the enemy? I cannot see anything.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Got someone. That's an ally. I'm an idiot. He's screeching at me in Cyrillic now. Stop crashing. Jeez. Okay. Sorry if I sound kind of salty. I'm just kind of disappointed in my airplane right now. And the fact that we have no markers, and the fact that you can't tell who's on your team because there's allied planes in the sky.
Cover me!
That looks like a Focke-Wulf, doesn't it?
Attack the A
Yep,
point.
that looks a lot like a Focke-Wulf.
Guide on me. Defend the A point. Need backup.
Alright. Why did I not get a kill assist for that? I had some hits registered on him about 10 seconds ago. Good stuff. And quality things. I'm thinking this is kind of unplayable at this point, which is really sad. There's nothing I would love to see more than RB enduring confrontation, but this is not RB. This is Sim with RB controls, so that's a thing. That looks like an enemy, doesn't it? Is that a P-47? Okay, friendly.
Affirmative! Attack the A point! Need cover! Defend the A point!
Okay. My goodness, that's a cluster over there. What in the... Stop falling out of the sky. You have a yellow wing. The rest of you is fine. Oof, it's the ping really kills the flight of this plane. I've noticed other times when I have really bad ping. It's like the instructor starts doing weird stuff when you get high ping and you have some damage on your airframe. Anyway, I'm gonna stop playing this. It's not fun, and that is just kind of makes me really sad.
I'm bailing out.
Okay, I hate to be negative, but that's all. It's just, that is a mess. And we made a little bit of silver lions. You can grind in this, which is nice. Oh, we almost got a talisman. That's cool. Or is that a backup? I think it's a talisman. Backup? Talisman? 10,000 silver lions. That's not bad. So, as far as rewards go, you saw what we did. We got 7 kills and we got 1100 RP. I'm gonna stop playing War Thunder for a while. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.